All right, let's get into something that actually means a little more to us, something that we can interpret a little bit better. So on this next handout, you have a graph at the top, and it's all about the number of seconds, right, that a snail's moving, and then their speed per centimeter per minute, okay? So we have time across the bottom, and then our speed on the vertical axis. So basically, your time is passing, and as time passes, your speeds change, right? But we want to be able to interpret that. We want to be able to use our function to interpret what that's actually saying. So when we look at the bottom of your page, right on the right-hand side of my screen, and you look at this first expression right here, this first function, that says s of 7. Well, if it says s of 7, the first question is, well, what does that actually stand for? S of 7. And then the second question would be, well, what does it equal? Right? So let's start by talking about what that s of the 7 is. So that 7 is our x, but our x value is time. So this 7 actually means 7 seconds, right? What's happening after 7 seconds, or how fast are we going after 7 seconds? So all we got to do is come over here to 7. This is our 7 mark. Go up, right, all the way to our point, and then say, hey, that means that we are moving. Our value there is 10. So when we plug in 7 on a graph, when we go to 7 on the graph, what number comes out on the y-axis? So 7 is our x-axis, and then what number comes out on our y-axis is what it equals. But we want to make sure we understand what this means too, to express it kind of in words. So it's basically saying that after 7 seconds, right? After 7 seconds, how fast are we moving? We're moving 10 centimeters per minute. 10 centimeters per minute. Remember, snails aren't too fast. So after 7 seconds, we're moving about 10 centimeters per minute. It's important that you're able to evaluate, but it's also important that you're able to translate, to actually understand what it means. Okay, so try these other blanks here. Press pause on the video and try these other blanks to see if you can evaluate them and then also interpret them. All right, so for S of 6, that one wasn't quite as exact, right? But it's going to be a little bit less than 10. So we don't know exactly what it is, but I'm just going to estimate around 9.8, right? Maybe 9.8, 9.7. It doesn't have to be perfect. So again, S of 6 is after 6 seconds, right? 6 seconds. We're going about 9.8 centimeters per minute. All right, now this one's asking us to go backwards. It's saying, hey, what's the actual expression if it's after 12 seconds, we're going 8 centimeters per minute. So be careful here. You really need to know that, okay, this is going to be S of something equals something. And it's important that you get the 12 and the 8 in the correct spot. And it's just remember that the number that goes inside your parentheses is your x value. So that value in this case is our time, 12 seconds. And we're going 8 centimeters per minute, so it equals 8. So the last two you can see pretty self-explanatory, same thing. S of 11, if we go over here to 11, is between 8 and 9. So I'm going to say it's about 8.5, right? Interpret that again. And then we can make one up, right? You can make up anything you'd like for this last one. I'm going to go with maybe the very beginning. S of 0. After 0 seconds, never mind. I can't make it up. It's got to be 7. That's my bad. We got to go back and find where we were going, 7 centimeters per minute. So let's back it up and see, where were we going 7? So I'm going to go across, and I'm going to notice the only place we were going 7 centimeters per minute was right there. So that was that second number 1, right at the very beginning. S of 7 after 1 second. So I wanted to try with that one, and then we're going to try it with another example as well.